always think about it, but we don't realize the amount of money that's being spent on hiring the wrong people in our businesses. The cost of turnover can add up so very quickly and can cut into the profits of a company when left unchecked. Now, Jody Holland is in today to talk about the cost of turnover and the 3 places that can be fixed. I also would argue that this is a big point of a morale issue in a company.
It is huge. I mean, people stay because of the culture of an organization, and they leave because of the supervisors in an organization. So there's 3 places that we can fix turnover, but I want to start with just giving you a little bit of an idea of the cost. And I've got a link that will be in the notes with this video that you can download this turnover calculator and calculate just for yourself what it's costing you to lose the people that might be going away in your organization. The way that we hire people is the first place that we end up losing people. So a lot of times we're in desperation, and so we just hire the very first person that comes along that says, yes, I'll go to work for you. When you use behavioral interviewing, pre-hire assessments, and use group interviewing, you can up your odds of a good hire to as much as 85%. Standard interview practice, when you use the basic questions like, tell me about yourself, what are your greatest strengths, what are your greatest weaknesses, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Harvard says that you have about a 14% likelihood of getting the right person using that methodology.
Really?
Yeah.
You're better suited to go in a group setting?
Yes, so much better when you do the group interviewing, because each person gets to ask their question, and then you use a rating system. So I put them 1 to 5. This one's a 4. This one says that the way they answered that question was a 3. But you want to be able to evaluate how they did in the interview. So it's not just me being befriended by someone hiring somebody. It's several of the people that work with me, and we're all making the decision collaboratively.
Got it. Okay.
Second is how we train people, and this is what you mentioned about the culture. When you build the right leadership skills in your people, you're actually building the right culture with your people. The number of people who leave because of their boss or boss's boss is 81% of turnover. So when somebody's leaving, 81% of the time is because I don't like my boss or my boss's boss. 10% of the time when they're leaving, it's because they don't like their coworkers. So 91% of turnover, where it's voluntary, is based on the employee not liking the people that are around them. So you want to make sure that you're being very careful to teach your people the right leadership skills and develop their potential. Hans Selye said, if the only tool you have in your toolbox is a hammer, then all of your problems will have to be nails. So if they don't know how to manage in multiple different formats, they'll just beat their people over the head to submit to do what they're supposed to do. And the final one, and this is a painful one for us to learn from, is what can you learn when people leave? Now, there's a specific way you need to be asking questions in the exit interview. Typically, we say, why are you leaving? They say, well, somebody offered me more money. It's the most common reason given. But if you ask the question, tell me when you first started thinking about another job, what was going on? Tell me when you first started applying for other jobs, what was going on. If you learn what was going on, then it allows you to adapt your training and build the skills of whatever person was being the catalyst for that.
That's very interesting. It also takes a lot of self-reflection. And
a lot. That's why I said it's the tough part, is that third one, because you have to be open to people giving you negative feedback.
All right, and especially when a person is leaving, you might not really care what they have to say, right?
Yeah, well, if you don't care, I would suggest just don't ask.
Right, exactly, Jody Holland. Okay, give us some more information on the Sales Mastery training that you have.
So Sales Mastery is coming up this Friday. It's from 9 to 4 at the Amarillo Club. You can go to the bit.ly link that's on the site, or just go to jodyholland.com and go to the events. $149 a person. My guarantee is if you do not increase your sales by significantly more than the cost of the course within the first 30 days, I will give you all of your money back.
A money-back guarantee, Jody
Money
Holland.
back.
We like those around here.
Yeah.
We like shopping and money-back guarantees.
2 best things.
Thank you, Sarah. Stick around, everybody. During the month of October, you can help organizations in the Panhandle by visiting 2